what I like most about it is that it allows me to monitor and manage these 4 different properties without actually having to physically go and check on, something like lights.
It works wonderfully well. I mean, it's so user-friendly. We are fans.
Hi everybody, Nick from Loxone here, and I am standing in the immaculate Lebaron Estate in beautiful Casey Keys, Florida. Today we're going to be taking a look at what isn't just one of the prettiest houses I've ever seen, one of the most modern houses I've ever seen, but one of the smartest houses I've ever seen, because it's powered by Loxone Tech. We're going to be talking to Trevor, the property manager, as well as Donna Carpenter, the homeowner, and get a sense of what it's like to work with and live with Loxone. Let's head inside. So Trevor, tell me, as the property manager of the Lebaron Estate, what do you like best about the Loxone system?
Yeah, so here on the estate, we have 4 different buildings on a quite large piece of land. So what it does is what I like most about it is that it allows me to monitor and manage these 4 different properties without actually having to physically go and check on, something like lights or audio or security. So really it's just a benefit for a time manner for me. But I'd say that's the biggest added benefit is just the overview of everything that it incorporates.
So a system so efficient, it even makes your job more efficient.
Exactly right.
So when you're off-site, are you able to control any of the functions, features of it, and how do you do that? Yes,
of course. I can control as much as I could inside the home from outside the home, and that is via my Loxone app. So if I have my phone on me, I'm in control. For instance, security at night, if there is a guest that is here at night, or if there is a event or whatnot, and I'm not actually here physically on the property, I still have the capability to arm all the buildings at night when everyone has left. I'm able to see, like I said before, if there are lights left on, which we would like them off, and I can do that all in the comfort of my own home without actually physically being here.
That's great. Now, because this is a beachfront property, waves, moisture, sand, elements, are there any special functions that are built into this integration specifically to address that?
Yes, so here in South Florida, we get some pretty harsh weather, specifically around this time of year. We're in hurricane season, and what we have is an actual weather station that's located on the main house. And what that does is allow me to see the local weather. It's not a forecast of the area, that is my local weather on this property. So I'm always aware of what's going on, wind direction, wind speed. And then in the lower levels of the property, where we're prone to flooding or moisture, we actually have the moisture sensors built in. So I can identify during these events and these storms where the moisture might be, what level it's at, and then I have a peace of mind, that everything is okay through the weather.
Like a second set of eyeballs that lets you react as soon as a problem emerges.
Yes, sir.
That's got to be a big weight off the minds.
It sure is. Yes, sir.
But you walk into a room and the lights come on. The lights come on in the house as you walk through. It's very, very intuitive to normal behavior. And it's just, he kept saying, you're going to do this on your phone, you're going to do this on your phone. And I kept thinking, no, I'm just going to hit the switch. Well, he was right. I use my phone all the time. I never touch a switch anymore. And I mean, it's changed over the years. You think at first it's the light system and it's, mood issue, things like that. Now there's an audio function. So all the speakers in the house are tied to the audio function. And at night, I have a choice between rainstorm and beach drizzle and midnight surf. So if whatever I want to go to sleep to, I just choose and turn it on with my phone, and there it goes. So it's very nice. It works wonderfully well. I mean, it's so user friendly. It's also, for me at least, I care about what these things look like.
Yes.
If you look at the switches, they're just beautiful. Mm-hmm. Everything's simple. Very functional. So we are fans.
At the beginning of the project, there was no Loxone Air, or 3, so we had to improvise. However, Loxone then accelerated its efforts and launched many new products, which enabled us to continuously upgrade during the project. The programming itself became easier with each new version of the config and always opened up new capabilities.
All right, Trevor, so what functions can be automated with the Loxone weather system in a place like this?
Right, so with the Loxone weather station, once it reaches a certain mile per hour or however you want to customize it to your liking, it can actually go into a storm prep mode. So if you have exterior shading that you would like to come down to protect, whether it's patio furniture or maybe a grill in the exterior, you can have those functions. Along with a pool, if you have a pool cover that you would like to set up, with that high winds to keep debris from coming in, this is a function that you can tie into that. So with the weather station, you can do all these possibilities to help protect your home automated, so you're not running around in the event of a weather storm.
Great peace of mind, especially someplace as potentially storm prone as Southern Florida.
That's correct.
Excellent. So just in general, what other features and functions are being controlled in this lovely estate with Loxone?
Yes, so a majority of our functions here in the home. So our lighting is controlled from Loxone, our audio is controlled from Loxone, our shading, interior and exterior, is controlled from Loxone. We have 2 lifts on the property, just in this residence, that is controlled from Loxone. Even our ventilation, so our bathroom exhaust ventilation is controlled through Loxone. Not only controls, but then the monitoring aspect. So with all these touchpads located around the home, we have our individual thermostat from different areas of the room, along with the humidity sensor built in, which is massive here in South Florida. Constantly trying to fight that humidity and keep it nice and cool inside.
That's great, and an excellent example of how broad the functions of Loxone can be depending on the need of the residents or the business owner.
Right, so it can be more serious functions or it can be more of an auxiliary function. So our fireplace outside is also controlled from Loxone. We have just upgraded our pool technology, or our controller. So then Loxone will be incorporated into that within the coming month. So we're looking forward to it, just having everything centralized. But for the most part, it is the whole home that is controlled just from one app.
That's fantastic. And that's what we love to hear.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's it for our tour of the Lebaron Estate. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you saw how with Loxone, the only limitation is your own imagination. So if you're interested in learning more about Loxone, maybe getting installed in your own residence, check out our website, www.loxone.com, or reach out to a Loxone partner near you and see what options are available, see what we can do for you. Again, only limitation is your imagination, so what can you imagine?